They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly. But you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Texas Tech Red Raiders, Jones AT&T Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the Oregon State Beavers, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Beavers will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Texas Tech's offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle, nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
He puts him in business across the 50. .46-yard line, it'll be first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might be calling a hot route. Looking downfield, it's Morton. Shoots it to the left. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the Red Raiders have it in scoring position on first and goal. From the gun. Here's the pressure. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line.
And on that out route, third down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver.
Touchdown, Red Raiders! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And That is why timing is so important in the passing game. That is a critical fourth down. Down near the goal line, everything's going to happen quickly. It's got to be a great route. The quarterback has to get rid of it on time and make an accurate throw. Two dudes on the exact same page coming up with a massive touchdown down near the goal line on fourth down.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a drive there of 85 yards, and it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown total. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now... Get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oregon State's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
Back to throw, it's Murphy. Creates a little space. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to... football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all the stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Snagged in the middle. It's Virgil. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Got the quick pass. At the 20, he's got space. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing. Now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider. Lining up to add another.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Pressure coming. Quarterback moving. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. He's out past the 35. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Beavers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got it in the middle. It's Clemens. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Beavers look to keep this drive humming. They'll go to the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
To the air on second down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Peck on this third down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Beavers will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Give to the running back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give is to Williams. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. It didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is.
Converts on fourth down, still going. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. This drive's been productive so far, already picked up a couple of first downs, now out close to midfield. He leaves it with his back. Got the first down and still on his feet. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. And the Red Raiders back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Gonna take a shot. Touchdown, Red Raider! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Dropping back, it's Morton. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Douglas. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. The Red Raiders will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there. And as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of runs.
Got it behind the line. It's Joyner. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Red Raiders.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout. It's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Scanning the field, it's Morton. That's caught. It's Eakin. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Caught close to the marker, it's Hudson. He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football, let him make plays.
4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line, it's Williams. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
They'll send the back in motion. Pocket breaking down. Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. Got room on the return. He's at the touchdown, Oregon State. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Hudson. Nice move. Creates some space. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Morton. He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. When you see all those defenders around your intended target like that, just throw it in the ground or throw it away. I mean, that's a completion that loses yards. You're just hurting your offense there.
Fires left. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. Throws to the wideout. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll start this drive with a pass. Here's the heat. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off.
That's how you got to give the defense.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Out of the gun, the running back has it. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on the...
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Morton. Grabbed over the middle. It's Eakin. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. And the Red Raiders are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it again. He's got it and still on his feet. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
This offense will try to convert on fourth down for the 5th time. The defense has come up with just one stop so far. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure. It's a first down. The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. Out of the gun, the give to the back. It's a running room. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Red Raider. And the stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get...
They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11. Ernie on the Jets. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Look out, he's got room. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
Looking to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's second and goal. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Red Raider! And the punishment has been extended. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to... Oh, ball's out! Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a... Great place to start for this offense. Back to pass, it's Morton. Throws for the tight end. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence for them.
and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.